UFC middleweight champion Chris Weidman, your upcoming defense against Lyoto Machida is almost 1 year to the day after you took the belt from Anderson Silva. That first fight against Anderson Spider Silva, what's your biggest lasting memory from that?
You know, I was visualizing fighting Anderson Silva since the day I got into mixed martial arts. Every single fighter that I fought to that point, I wasn't training to beat them. I was training to beat Anderson Silva because he was the best in my weight class. He was the guy who had the belt that I wanted. And so for me to finally get to the point where I believed I could beat him, but to actually do it, especially in the way I did it by knocking him out, that's a feeling that's going to stay with me for my life, forever.
So then you defend your title against Silva again, and that was one of the most iconic moments in MMA history. He throws an inside leg kick, you check it, and he literally snaps his leg in two. When that happened, at the moment that happened, what were you thinking?
I didn't really understand what happened at the time. I knew he kicked me really hard. I knew I checked it well. So as soon as it happened, he went down. The referee separated us. I knew I won. I was excited. I run around. Then I'm hearing him screaming, and I'm like, "What the heck why is he screaming like that?" So I go in to check on him, and I see him holding his leg, and I see his leg kind of all wobbly, and it was like sickening. I just instantly, it went from being excited about winning my belt and proving everybody wrong to like, this is not the way I wanted to win, and I'm feeling terrible for him. Basically trying to force that smile, like I'm supposed to be happy I beat Anderson Silva, a second time, but it was definitely not the way I wanted to win.
You're fighting Lyoto Machida in UFC 175. Lyoto is a former light heavyweight champion, so he's got the goods, and he's got the goods in a higher weight class. What did you learn from fighting Anderson Silva that you think will help you fighting Lyoto?
Anderson Silva had a very unique style too. They would say there's nobody that you could bring into the room that could emulate what Anderson Silva could do inside the octagon. So it's more of a mental battle. I always prepare for absolute war. I prepare to handle adversity. I prepare to get dropped, and I visualize myself, losing rounds and trying to figure out a way to win. But that being said, I am going out there to finish him.